Alright, welcome back. Now, I realized after I made the last episode that I actually said we were going to do two different things in this episode. We were either going to have a talking around episode, or we were going to actually have an objective type episode. And so I'm going with the first one, and we're going to have a more objective type episode. We are going to get some stuff made here. First main thing we're going to make is our chisel so we can make a quirn. I did a little bit of prospecting last night. I got 6 things of native copper, those 4 things of tetrahydrite, and I need to eat. Did some fishing, made up some meals. I ain't got a whole lot left. I actually broke 2 gold pans. That's what these over here are, is to get ready to make some more bowls. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to do this when I get out of here. Step. Okay. I'm gonna go like that. Like that. And like that. Alright. And then we're gonna get these done. We're gonna make a chisel, a scythe, and comes the morning fog. I'm debating on if I want to do a knife, an axe, or a shovel. I really don't need a sword yet because I'm doing a pretty good job of staying away from bad things that'll hurt me. And I'm going to wait until I get some bronze for that. I'm going to do a lot of digging, so let's make a shovel, which is just like the regular shovel, except we actually take it out. And we'll throw that in there. Go put some straw in there. Grab some wood. Get our fire starter. Let's light this baby up. Oh, I'm just making all kinds of messes. Alright, these 2 are getting torches. Lighting fires. Alright, I started my road. It's my little gravel road. This is going to get me over there to where we are at, but I ain't going to go over there right now because if I do, I'll forget what I was doing. And my metal will solidify. And we don't want to do that. I really ought to fill this in. Got all this dirt that we brought back from the other place and from down here. So I think we're just going to fill this in. By the time we get to the sifting recipe I was telling you about, we're going to have so much dirt saved up it'll be ridiculous, so might as well just drop it on in here. No reason to have this big old pit here. I really need to make me a house. I still ain't got one. I got this little hole under the clay, and that's about it. Okay, light that, break it, get it back. If you don't light it, you don't get it back. You don't get a stick, you don't get nothing. Alright. Hey, I was on there. Put me back on the ladder. Dirt, dirt, dirt. Finish filling this while our copper's cooking. There is one config I changed in TerraFirmaCraft. They added where ore won't hold up cave-ins. A lot of people were, I guess, exploiting that fact. So now it will actually drop the ore, break the ore. So you can't just mine out the bottom of it underneath it. But they at least put a config in there where when it does break, it will drop the ore rather than destroy it. And for realism's sake, I believe that it should drop the ore, not just destroy it. Plus, if I decide to go powder keg mining, which I probably will once just for the hell of it, but that takes a lot of gunpowder. I don't want to destroy my ore, I want to actually get it. And so I did change that config. But other than that, everything's still basically the same. I'm going to run over here and grab that other barrel real quick. Hopefully we don't see anything too nasty hiding under any trees. Any creepers coming out at us. But other than that, I left all the configs the same. I'm going to try to... That's a pine tree and a half, or a white elm and a half right there. You know what? You're coming with me. I don't think I've ever seen a white elm that actually branched out like that. That's an awful lot of wood. I ended up with 15 out of one tree. I like it. And there's our barrel. Take that back. It's got our sand in it, which we'll later on use for glass. And we can use for our prospecting. I've checked out my sluice once, and it hadn't gotten anything yet. We can check it again, see if it got anything. But they're usually pretty unproductive. They don't work and do you a whole lot, but it's a nice way to attempt to get something. There's so much sand and so much gravel. It's worth the try, you know. Especially early on when you don't have any of a certain type of ore around you. You're really hurting for ore. It's a nice way to at least attempt to get something. Now it looks like our fires are starting to die here. Go ahead and put this barrel over here with the other one. And we'll go collect our bowls. Starting to slow down, need to drink. Alright, give us that. And this should be the one we need. Yep, that's our chisel. That's our 100 units of copper. And there we go. Now we have a chisel. Alright, now we're talking business. Alright, we're going to put our bowls up here. And get rid of some of the stuff we don't need. And we'll go over to our copper mine. Or what will hopefully end up being a copper mine. And get us some stone so we can make our quirn. And so that, get us some water. There we go. We get hungry, we'll have to come back because I ain't got any food. I got that little bit. I got some rocks so I can make a hammer. Following the gravel. I heard that. There you are. Daggone it. Alright, we're out of here. Never mind. We made a mistake. We shouldn't be here. Run away. That was a bad idea. We're gonna go make a hammer first. You know, it was funny in the last episode I just talked about the fact that I didn't need any weapons. Hadn't had to mess with too many mobs. Wasn't a big deal. And what happens? I run into a daggone skeleton. And there's one hammer. There's two hammers. In case we gotta deal with that skeleton again. Now, basically the way this works is you gotta have the hammer in your hotbar. And you got your chisel. Now I probably have to remap this. Nope. See the little box down in the corner there beside the hotbar? That's your different modes. So you can use it to make stairs, you can use it to make slabs, you can use it for what we're going to be using it for, which is making smooth stone that we can actually, oops, give me that back. There we go. And you know what? I could have got some down here if I hadn't already filled that in. Give me a drink real quick. And we'll go over there and see if we can pound some sense into this skeleton and hope nothing else is spawned in between there, here and there. Before we get... Oh, yeah, we got all kinds of nasty things over there. Let's get a better axe out here. Move this over here, and we'll do some killing. Howdy, buddy. Now, that Enderman right there, we ain't messing with him. If he ends up pissed off at us on accident, those Endermen. Holy crap, look at the Enderman. 1, 2, at least 3. Yeah, you guys just go away. We don't want nothing to do with your kind. They will kick my butt. Something quick, nasty, and fierce. Oh, now there's nothing over here. Figures. Ain't that about the way it always works? When you aren't prepared, there's a million of them. Once you get prepared, they all run scared. Alright, where's that ladder at? There we go. Now, get us a shovel. Alright, take this, go like that, and you make smooth basalt. And then you can mine it out. And I actually like building with this, so I will end up getting a bunch of it. The only reason that it kind of stinks doing this is if you want or need gems, you don't get them when you're digging through regular stone. You have a chance of getting them every now and then. Another thing we're going to have to do is we're going to need regular stone, and I'll show you the way to get that, and possibly have our first cave in. Okay, now we're going to go for this piece right here. So we're going to take out the stone on either side, the stone below, all the gravel and dirt. Alright. Now we're going to have to get rid of this here. And we're going to take out this piece. And there we go. See, it dropped right out of there, and now we have a piece of basalt. So now we can do that again. What I need a shovel. Shovel, shovel. And we got a shovel. See what I mean about we're gonna have so much damn dirt? This is crazy. Dirt we're gonna end up because of this open mine we decided to do. And this piece here. And it pops right out. Now we'll go ahead and pop out this one. And that'll give us the 3 we need. Let me put this torch down so you guys can see a little better. Now if we take those 3, it says Quirn base. And then we take the regular basalt and a stick. That'll make a handstone. Now when we go back home, we will set these up. I'll show you here real quick. Put this up there, that puts it on top. And you gotta make sure you're right on the stick of it, and that turns your quern. And basically that's an old grindstone. And you can use this for making bone meal, which, as I said, is basically a dye. You can't use it to grow trees or crops or anything like that. Just white bone meal dye. You can use it to make dough for bread. If anybody's played with Pam's Harvest Craft, it's sort of like that, with the way the dough works, kind of more realistic. You know what? Let's go ahead and get some more of this. This does take a little bit longer to break too. It's a lot easier to do this when you get to better tools, but we got this, and so that's what we're using. This actually is a defying gravity block, so we can actually build with this. And our inventory is starting to get a little full. Let's do a little tappy tap here. Bismuth. Every time I go for copper, it's down there. So I'm wondering if maybe we should go down a little further. Let's see, our ladder's right here. Let's go ahead and just go down and see what we find. That was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So anybody that doesn't know, in TerraFirmaCraft, it's relatively safe to dig down. Not completely safe, but relatively safe. See, we got our chip topaz now. You have less chance of there being small, medium. Okay, so definitely our minerals are going to be down here. Now you can make single wide tunnels like this, as long as I do believe you break the top block first. It's supposed to be safe to do. And we're getting small on the bismuth. Get medium this way, so I think our bismuth's going to be that way. But we're not getting the copper anymore. And that's what we're wanting. Copper, oh, we got small right there, so I guess we'll just keep going this way. And see what we can find here. Once we find that copper, we'll have loads of it. And we can make all kinds of tools. It's better to find some tin and stuff, or some bismuth and sphalerite, which is zinc, to go with it to make bronze, but not super important. Basically, you get a little bit faster and more durability. All this noisy damn dirt. Man, I can't believe how loud this is. Hopefully when I turned it down in the recording, it's not too terrible for you guys. And I really like the smooth basalt. I think it looks good. I like using it for like my forge room. Make it look kind of nice. Which eventually we'll have to make. Probably have to talk Junior into coming in here and doing some building for me. I hate building. I'm more the industrial type. I prefer to do the mining and making machines and smelting ores. Not very creative, I guess. Now, one thing we're going to do is we're going to make 2 pieces of basalt cobblestone. And we're going to put them right there. And then we're going to make slab. Oh, crud. I forgot I did that. There. Now we got us a little step. Alright, we'll bring our quirn over here. Set it up. Probably ought to set it over here by our food prep station. And we'll get our barley out here. Now, first we gotta take the barley. And I don't have a knife again. I never have a knife. Alright, take our barley. And we'll clip it. And then we'll take that and we'll stick it in here. And we'll do a little grind job. You see how it fell in there? That means it's done. And now we have barley powder. And it's got a little decay on it, so we'll go ahead and cut that off. Now we're going to need to make a bucket. I do believe this might be enough. Can't remember if it's 3 or 5. Must be 5. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and get rid of some more of this dirt here. We'll throw that in the hole later. Get us another piece of this. And make us some more planks. And there's our wooden bucket. Now we're going to need fresh water. And that'll make our barley dough. Barley dough. Put in there. Get us a piece of wood here. Let's put one in there for now. Make us a fire starter. Tell the game to stop wanting to freeze. And we'll cook our dough. Oh, come on. You know you want to cook. I know it's raining. You don't like it. I'm right here. Might make you happy. There. Bound determined I'm going to have a house. They're going to make me build one way or another. Alright. Getting there. There we go. We got very light cooked barley bread. Now it's light. Let's go ahead and take it out of there. And now we can either eat it as it is, or we can put it in here. And now we just dropped it on the ground, got it all dirty. We can put it in here to make sandwiches with, or we can put it as salad, but we'll have to get something else to put it with. So for right now, we're just going to eat it. And that'll help with our grain. Get us a drink. Blow in a jug. Sit around playing jug music. Alright, well, I pretty much showed you how to make your quern and how to make bread. So I guess that'll be the end of this one for today. Now it's getting all dark because all my torches went out. And I'll go do some fishing and probably go cut some more seaweed. And talk to you guys next time. Have a good one.